My name is Thomas, and I am 78 years old. For most of my life, I lived for other people. I believed that this was love, and I believed it was the right way to live. I followed rules, expectations, and responsibilities without question. I waited for the right time, the right permission, and the right moment. After 60 years of waiting, I am finally telling the truth about the dreams I put aside and the life I almost missed. This story is for anyone who is still waiting. I grew up in a small house with my parents, my older brother Michael, and my younger sister Anna. My brother was strong and confident, and everyone believed he would be successful. My sister was gentle and creative, always drawing and dreaming. I was the quiet one. I learned early to stay silent and help where I was needed. I thought being useful was more important than being happy. When my father became sick, everything changed. My brother left to find work in another city, and my sister was still young. I stayed behind to help my parents. I gave up plans to study further and took a job to support the family. I told myself it was only temporary. I believed my dreams could wait. Years later, my brother built his own life, and my sister followed her dreams and became an artist. I felt proud of them, but deep inside, I felt something missing. I was always responsible, always reliable, but never truly alive. Still, I kept waiting. I met my wife, Eleanor, when I was 28. She was kind, patient, and full of understanding. She believed in me more than I believed in myself. She asked me once about my dreams, and I laughed and said I did not have any. That was not true. I was just afraid to say them out loud. Marriage brought new responsibilities. Soon we had children. First a son, then a daughter. I worked longer hours to provide for them. I missed school events, family dinners, and quiet moments at home. I told myself I was doing the right thing. I believed love meant sacrifice, even if it meant losing myself. Sometimes, my wife looked at me with concern. She asked if I was happy. I always answered yes. I did not want to worry her. I did not want to admit that I felt empty. I thought a good husband stays strong and silent. So I waited. As my children grew older, they began to follow their own dreams. My son wanted to travel. My daughter wanted to study music. I supported them with words, but inside, I felt a quiet sadness. I was proud of them, but I wondered why I never gave myself the same freedom. My sister often visited and talked about her art shows. My brother talked about his business success. They asked me what I wanted to do now that the children were grown. I smiled and said I was fine. The truth was, I did not know who I was without responsibility. When my wife became ill later in life, I cared for her every day. During long nights in the hospital, she held my hand and whispered, "Please don't wait forever." Those words stayed with me, but even then I waited. After she passed away, the house became quiet. Too quiet. For the first time, no one needed me. The waiting had no purpose anymore. I felt lost, surrounded by years I could not take back. I opened an old box and found notebooks filled with ideas, stories, and dreams from my youth. The pages were yellow, but the feelings were still alive. At 78, I finally understood something important. No one had stopped me. I had stopped myself. I had confused love with disappearance. I had believed waiting was wisdom. In reality, waiting had slowly stolen my life. One morning, I made a small promise to myself. I would stop waiting. I started writing again, just one page a day. I visited my sister's art gallery. I traveled with my son. I listened to my daughter's music. For the first time, I spoke honestly about my feelings. People ask me if I regret my life. I tell them the truth. I regret waiting for permission that never came. I regret believing it was too late. But I am also grateful because even now, I can choose differently. If you are listening to this story and still waiting for the right moment, please hear this. Life does not wait. Dreams do not knock twice. You do not need permission to live. Do not wait 60 years like I did. Start today. If you're serious about improving your English, subscribe now and turn on the bell. We upload a new English story every day just for you.